Hello, my friends of Hatari Labs. My name is Saul Montoya. Please welcome to this webinar. And this webinar is related to the web representation of water chemistry data and hydrological features with Qgis2Web and GitHub. Okay, so let's see what we are going to do in this webinar is this website. Okay, so this is the website that we are going to do. And it's a website where we have water chemistry parameters, and as well we have lakes, rivers, channels, and drains. Okay, and then you can switch in between terrain and in between satellite. Okay, so this is the link. If you have seen the link, you can explore that as well. Do you have any questions about the do you have any questions about the webinar or the topics before doing the exercise? Let me know. You can open your mix as well. And what else you can do is that you can uh, that you can uh, that I will ask if you have already downloaded the material for this webinar. Okay, if you have downloaded the material of this webinar, please type 1. If you have downloaded the material for this webinar, please type 1. Great, Lester. Who else? Okay, who else? Who else? Great, great, Gretel. Okay, so this is the website that we are going to do. First, we open QgIS first. Okay, so the material, please, for the purpose of this webinar, please place your material here under your documents. Please place your material there under your documents. Okay, and then we are going to well, just a quick interview of just a quick introduction. The material is already posted here. So this is a data set of water chemistry data related to algal bloom analysis in the Lake Michigan. No, in the Illinois River Basin. And well, there were more data related. Okay, however, we explore the size of the shapefile because actually this is hosted by GitHub and they have some issues with the size of the data set. Okay, so this is not hosted on your own server where you have the full capabilities to plot data. So and this is not the same kind of data that we this is not the same kind of data as a normal website, because as a normal website is much smaller. Okay, so this is more complex, it's more heavy. Okay, if you have understood this, please type 2. Okay, so if you have understood the difference in between a spatial website and GitHub, please type 2. Okay, so there is a special concern on the size of the website. Okay, okay, another thing, why GitHub? Okay, there are others. Okay, there are other platforms, for example Alibaba Cloud, uh, cloudways. Okay, there are, for example, cloudways. This was another provider, okay, that has a 3-day prior without credit card. Yeah, it has. Well, actually, it doesn't have this without credit card, or maybe now it has. Okay, but it's really hard to host a website, okay, so you can start free, but at some point it will ask you for a credit card. And once it asks you for a credit card, I cannot, how say, I cannot make, or I cannot make that you put your credit card information. So that was the problem why we do not host this neither in Oracle. Oracle Cloud is a great cloud provider because it has a free tier. Yeah, it has a free tier, and well, let me let me give you the exact URL. It has a free trial, and the free trial is forever. I mean, it has a, and okay, so it's running. Okay, so it's a free tier and it's forever. So, but it has, I mean, you have to insert a credit card as well. Okay, so you can host there as well in iCloud. However, for the purpose of this webinar, we are not going to do here. We are going to do it in GitHub, because in GitHub you only need a GitHub account, and then you don't need, what you don't need is you don't, I mean, I don't need that you put your credit card information. If you have understood this, please type 3. If you have any questions, let me know. Who else? Okay, well, okay, so let's start. So we are going to open, okay, first we are going to open Qgis. Okay, so everybody please open, yeah, the webinar is recorded. Okay, everybody please open Qgis. Okay, it actually takes some time to open Qgis. Okay, okay, okay. If you are here with me, please type 4. If you are here with me, please type 4. No, the version should not matter. Okay, well, I use Qgis version 3.22. Okay, so, and it works from there. Okay, and I think that for any version of 3.12 to ongoing, it should work. Okay, so let's go here to plugins, manage on instant plugins. Let's go to plugins, manage and instant plugins, and let's here where there are a lot of plugins here, but here we are going to use Qgis to web. Okay, because actually there are a lot. QGIS to raster light, QGIS to 3S, this is for 3D rendering. Okay, QGIS to web, QGIS to wedge, something. Okay, so let's do QGIS to web, and here please install plugin. Okay, once you have done it, please type 5. Okay, so where is this? This is actually here in web, in Qgis2Web. So we have created a web map. Okay, I will ask, do you know how to plot a point and plot a line in QGIS? Please type yes, please type no, because I mean this is something like is I suppose that is common for all of us, but if okay, I have to ask uh, whether we do this step or no. I mean, I just need. Well, let's assume that there is there is a person that because this is the problem with online education that people do not say that if they don't know and okay, I have to. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's do something for the people that come from another platforms. So let's see here on the webinar we have a shapefile, and then on the shapefile we have dissolved oxygen. Okay, this is dissolved oxygen. Okay, and then on the hydrology we have rivers. Okay, great. If you are here with me, please type 6. Mhm. Okay, so here in rivers, here in the solid oxygen, we can go to right click, we can go to properties, and we can say a graduated symbol that goes from the values of the solid oxygen, and then we can have a method that will plot us by color, and this is by color, okay, and there is another method that is by size, okay, and this is by size, okay, and then we can see there are some values that over tops or okay that overrides that are on top of the other. We have to give some transparency in order to see all the points. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 7. If you want that I repeat, let me know. Okay, so Lester, anyone else? Please type 7. Who else is here with me? Please type 7. Great, great, great. Okay, any questions? Just let me know. Okay, so what's okay? So this is for there is someone here. This is for points, okay? So and for rivers we can do okay whether we can do properties here or we can just do double click on the line. Okay, we can go here, we can go to single symbol, and then we can select, for example, simple blue line, and that's it. Okay, so we have here a better representation of the river network. Okay, great. In browser, we need to have the Google satellite background. Okay, it doesn't come with this Google, it comes with OpenStreetMap. It actually comes with OpenStreetMap, but in order to make the Google satellite, you have to get a new connection. Yeah, get a new connection, and then here you have to place these values. Okay, this is the URL that is required. Okay, and with that you get the satellite image. Okay, so if you are here with me, please type 8. Okay, which EPSG were no, once you okay, of the layers. In actually they are in 4326. Okay, 4326 in actually where they are looking whether okay 4326. So this has to be also 4326. Okay, yeah, because the problem is that when you use these background maps, actually it changes the canvas system of reference. So that is why here we type it. In case that it has changed, so we have just to select that and apply because this has to be 4326. Okay, great, you are doing amazing. So here we have the Google satellite, and for example, here we have the OpenStreetMap. Okay, here we have both. Okay, so you can play around. Why? Because this is really dependent on the what is going to be on the map. So okay. So far we are going to open, okay, so this is something that we have done, but we are going to open a project that is similar to this, okay, but is structured on what you are going to see on the website. So here in QgIS, you just select project, selected data, okay, so and then you open that project. Okay, so here we have the Google satellite, we have the terrain. The terrain is you have these are for the terrain, okay, in case that you don't have or is looking for that, this is you have to create XYZ tiles of the terrain. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 9. If you have any problem, let me know. Okay, who else? Great. So we can explore. Okay, so here we have the terrain, here we have the Google satellite, here we have the drains. Actually, they are not that much. The canals, the river, and the lakes. Okay, these data come from OpenStreetMap. Okay, great. And then here we have the turbidity, the water temperature, the sediment information, the specific conductance. Okay, with their own scales, because the scales also appears on the website. The discharge. the orthophosphates, the nitrate, and the dissolved oxygen. Okay, great. If you are here with me, please type 10. Or 1. Well, okay, great. So here we have the different parameters. Okay, great, 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 great. So what we are going to do, okay, is that we are going to go to the web, Qgis2Web, and then we are going to create a web map. Okay, we are going to create a web map, and it asks you for some information. So for example, do you want that the water, okay, this is related to the groups. Okay, so here I have some groups, and these are related to the groups. And for example, I want that their groups are expanded with their scale. So if I say yes, so this has to be checked. Okay, and if I click on the okay, so if I click on the points, okay, I need that the attribute table will pop up. So yes, so that means okay. And on the appearance, okay, you can select a lot of things, and then you can play around with this match. I haven't done that because actually I wanted to show you the whole process, okay, just to instead of just saying, okay, what is exactly each part, okay, and then we are going to export to folder. Which folder? Okay, so by default we select the web. Okay, here we select the web that is on the webinar, the web. Okay, so we select that. Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay, if you have defined the web representation to this folder, please type 1. Okay, great. Okay, and on settings there are other, okay, so but we can also get a preview of the website, and that is helpful. Okay, so let's create here the preview of the website. Okay, and this is the preview of what you are going to see. This is exactly what you are going to see, and even the is interactive. Okay, so but it's kind of slow. Okay, for example, you can play around with these options. Okay, for this webinar, actually I don't recommend to do that because it makes the computer really really slow. Okay, but later on you can play around. Okay, what happens if I don't select visibility? What happens if I don't select this, and so on. Okay, that's up to you. Okay, and then we export that. Okay, everybody please export that. So, and what it's doing is transferring all your QgIS project to JSONs and to HTML, and it does pretty well, and in it ends up with a website but on your local host. What is local host? I mean in your own computer. Okay, so that is a website. okay, and this is what is going to be hosted on the this is what is going to be hosted on GitHub. Okay, so if you are here with me, please type 2. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so if we go here to the web folder, here we are going to see that for the 23 of August, okay, this is the folder. Okay, okay, this is the folder. This is the website. However, I have done other ones for other days. I mean, because I have prepared my material, so I have another value. So this is the website that we are going to create. Okay, so far we are going to do two things. Okay, so we are going to create our account in GitHub. Okay, so you need an account in GitHub, and for example, you go to github.com. Okay, but before doing this, okay, do you have an account installed in your computer? If you have an account installed in your computer, please type 3. If you have an account installed in your computer, please type 3. Okay, it is important that you have an account installed in your computer. Okay, great. So you have an account installed in your computer. So you open Anaconda. You open Anaconda. And here you are going to install Git. Okay, so what does it mean that we are going to install Git here in Anaconda? Okay, so we install Git by typing conda install Git. Okay, great. So this is because we need Git in order to upload the website. Okay, there is another option that where you can use GitHub desktop. Okay, this is another app. Okay, that I use this app because I have another repositories. Okay, but it is possible to do it with Git, and somehow GitHub is related to another account that I have, so I prefer to do it kind of because these don't the repository here do not mix with the repositories of other projects that I'm running. Okay, this can take time. Okay, so just type this and let your computer works. Okay, there is a question from Carlos that say which is one is faster, OpenLayer, Leaflet, or Mapbox? Actually, that is a great question. I never tried that. Okay, if you want to see the upload, maybe you can do some analytics on your Git. Yeah, okay, if you explore the website, the upload, you have to host the three of them, and then you have to see how long does it take to upload. Okay, no, but I don't have a certain answer on that. Okay, so let make this run. Okay, that's no problem. Okay, so here we are going to doing a sign up. Something is going on here. Well, this is too much. Okay, let's see, Saul Montoya. This is to Chicha. Okay, this is to Kitch. Okay, so I create, this is my email, continue. Okay, just type a password. Okay, continue. So you can create Saul el Espacial. Something like this, because I'm not going to. Okay, yeah, I can do this. Saul el Espacial. And then I don't want to get any advertisement. And then I have to go to my account and to see and to okay, say okay. Okay, so it has to be like this. Okay, now I have verified, and then I can create my account. Then they have sent a code to my email, so I have to wait for that code. Okay, please do that by yourself as well. Okay, I do not receive that email yet. So I will ask to resend the code. Okay, any of you have got the confirmation email? Please type yes, please type now. Okay, great. Gretel has an account. Who else? Okay, great, Carlos. Yeah, you can use your existing account. Who else is creating its account but they didn't get the confirmation email? Okay, okay. Yeah, I think that they will use my existing account. I don't know what had happened with my account. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's see that you have. Okay, let's go again and sign in with. Please sign in with your account. Okay, we'll delete my history here. Okay, so if I go here to GitHub, okay, I can sign in. So I can sign it with. Okay, yeah, I have already received the. Okay, so this is my nickname. This is my account. Okay, and here I have a repository that is the same. Please look at this repository. It's the same as my nickname, Saul Montoya. The capital, the lower and uppercase, it doesn't matter. I mean, it has to be Saul Montoya .github.io. Okay, but in the case here, I have already the repository, so I will delete it. Okay, I will delete it. Okay, so I go here to the engine, to this engine icon, and then I delete this repository. Okay, so because I'm going to create it again. Okay, and then here I create what I will create is a repository that is exactly as my username, all in lowercase, all in lower cases. So just create. Okay, just in lower cases because I mean it can be exactly the name. Yeah, that can be as well, but I what I have found it also works this way in lowercase. I mean, it's up to you whether you create your exactly as your username, okay, or you can use lowercase, okay. Please create the repository as public and then create the repository. Okay, great. So you have created this repository. If you have created the repository, please type 4. Okay, if you have created the repository, please type 4. Okay, everybody. Okay, great. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so let's go here and let's say, okay, I have already installed. Okay, I have already installed Git. So what does it mean? That on my own account, if I type Git, okay, something appears. Okay, if it has already installed Git in your computer, in your Anaconda prompt, please type 5. Great, Gretel. Okay, great. So here we can go to CD documents, to CD webinar. Okay, and then here we can git clone, and then say https to point / github.com / Saul Montoya, that is my username, and then Saul Montoya .github.io. Okay, so we are going to clone the repository that we have created. Okay, git clone. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 6. So, and what does it does? Okay, but here we have on the webinar, I have saulmontoya.github. Okay, for your username, actually that won't be necessary because you have another username, but in my case, I have to delete that first. Okay, so, and then I will clone it. Okay, now I'm cloning that, and this is an empty repository because actually there's nothing here. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 6. If you are here with me, please type 6. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 6. Okay. Okay, great. So what we are going to do is here on web, we are going to copy this. We are going to copy the folder that we have created, and then we are going to paste it inside. Okay, we are going to paste it inside your username github.io, and in this case will be water quality. Okay, in this case that will be water quality. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 7. Okay, so the folder that was created by Qgis2Web, we have placed it inside saulmontoya.github.io, and then we have changed the name to the folder to water quality. Okay, if you have done it, please type 7. Okay, if you have done it, please type 7. Okay, yeah, what I have done is, okay, the git clone will create this with your username .github.io. Okay, you go to web and then you copy Control C, and then you go to Saul Montoya, then Control V. Okay, and it will copy the folder and then just rename the folder to water quality. Is that right? Is that okay, Timothy? Gretel? Okay. Okay, so now go back to your conda and then you say cd to the folder of the repository that this is your username.github.io, and then you are going to do git add.all. Okay, so you are going to you are going to add all of these files to the repository, and then you are going to make a commit because it's important to create a commit before, I mean, it's required to create a commit before uh, pushing to the repository. Okay, great. Okay, this is the first command that is on the chat, and this is the second command. Okay, and then we are going to push our files to GitHub. Okay, from origin to the branch, and by default the branch is main. Okay, okay, and this is really interesting. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 6 8 8 8. Wait. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 8. If you are here with me, please type 8. Great, Timothy. Okay, because this is new, this is a credential helper selector. Okay, because we have to give some credentials for the use of the, we have to give some credentials for the use of the to sign in, I mean, to give the, I mean, mostly to see, to prove that we are the user, and then we are the user, and then we have already the password. Okay, if you are here with me, please type Lester. Are you there? Gretel, Carlos. Okay, yeah, because this has to appear. Okay, this has to appear. Okay, if you have any problem, I am interested that you tell me that you already have. Lester, could I repeat the command line to create the folder? Ah, okay, okay. This Lester, but with your username and then your username. Okay, okay. Who else? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I go to manager, I select yes. Okay, and this will prompt to where? Okay, let me check. Select manager. Okay, and it will look for whether, okay, this is really, that is really funny because because for in my case, hey, uh, okay, so in my case, it's actually the text that I am connected. Okay, but it will prompt you. It can prompt you a website that says, okay, give permission, and then you just give with the GitHub, and then you just type okay. I mean, can be different from what you have. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 9. Okay, so it can prompt you a website where you just say, okay, give access, and then once you give access, it will upload, it will push the repository. If you are here with me, please type 9. Timothy, Carlos. Okay, Carlos says that he has done only with git push. Why? Okay, on GitHub there are no, how say, default parameter. Okay, if you do git push, by default you have to give the two parameters: the origin, I mean where it does the source, and the destination. I mean, and the, yeah, and the place where it's going to be located. Okay, actually you cannot go with git push. I guess no. Okay. Yeah, it actually works, but it's not, because it's not from. I won't recommend that. Okay, because it can. When you work with branches, this is really a mess. I mean, because you can be pushing to another branches to another development and so. Okay, if you are here with me, please type 9. So, okay, Timothy, Ahmed, Lester, Gretel, Carlos. Okay, Lester, Timothy. Okay, so if we go back to our web to, okay, we will see that, okay, we will see that on our repositories we have the github.io, okay, and then here inside we have the water quality folder. Okay, so if we go and then if we type Saul Montoya dot github .io slash water quality, because in Saul Montoya github.io actually nothing will prompt, because actually the website is not in this folder, so it's in water quality. Okay, and then here it's actually pretty heavy, but it will appear here. Okay, great. If you are here with me, please type 1. Carlos, could you share your URL to see, to show you, I mean, anybody that can share their own URL to show you your colleagues that you were able to complete the process. Okay, anyone? Okay, so far I will recommend two, well, some things that we have developed. Uh, there is a coming diploma in Python for geospatial analysis. Okay, and this diploma is actually related to all that you need to use Python on real world geospatial analysis. I mean, whatever you will need for your uh, whatever you will need for machine learning, and the use of, okay, whatever you have learned in with QAS, okay, you can do it with Python, and this diploma will ensure to do so, okay, and even more. So I strongly recommend that you take a look and then you can join us in this program. Okay, okay, so Timothy has its own, okay, let's see the, okay, Timothy has already its own website, okay, and that's amazing. Thank you, Timothy. Okay, and then we have another website that is qgis.hatarilab.com that is a um, so you have to create your account as well. Okay, and this one has some apps. For example, this one has apps to create watersheds from them. I mean, it's really easy to do so. And then we are going, the next webinar will be on mixing waters from with OpenFOAM. And then we have also another apps, okay? And okay, you are entitled to use it, okay, because it's free and it do great stuff. Okay, and there is also from Carlos Cardenas that has finished. Okay, I mean, for me, it's really a payment for this webinar that actually you give your, well, in the case of Carlos, he only has the rivers, but it's all right. I mean, yeah, it's great because you know the process and then you can play around with your own data. Okay, great. Okay, so I will stop the recording